The light from my phone died at 11:47 p.m. The screen didn't dim or flicker. It just went black, as if someone had pulled the plug from the wall. The sudden darkness in my bedroom was absolute, a thick velvet press against my eyes. That's when I noticed the silence. My apartment in the city is never silent. There's always the groan of the old building, the neighbor's TV bleeding through the wall, the hum of the fridge. But now, there was nothing, not even the sound of my own breath. I brought my hand to my mouth and felt the hot puff of air against my palm, but my ears registered nothing. It was as if the world had been put on mute. Then, from the foot of my bed, I heard a child's whisper, clear as a bell in the dead air. "You're not supposed to be awake." My blood didn't just run cold, it crystallized. I squeezed my eyes shut, a stupid primal reaction. It's a dream. It's a dream. I repeated it in my head like a prayer. I counted to 100, then to 200, before I forced myself to open my eyes. Nothing was there. Just the familiar, darker shapes of my dresser and the closet door, which was now slightly ajar. I was sure I had closed it before bed. A soft shuffling sound came from inside the closet. The kind of sound a parent makes when they're trying to be quiet, creeping in to check on a sleeping child. The doorknob began to turn. It was a slow, deliberate movement, the old brass clicking millimeter by millimeter. My body was frozen, a statue carved from pure terror. The door swung open an inch, then two. A sliver of deeper darkness within. A small, pale hand, the hand of a child, emerged from the gap and curled around the edge of the door. It was followed by a face. A boy's face, young, with wide, curious eyes that were too large for his head. He looked at me with a placid, unblinking stare. He took a step out of the closet, then another. He was barefoot, wearing old-fashioned pajamas. He stopped at the foot of my bed and just stood there, his head tilted at an unnatural angle, as if listening to something only he could hear. I tried to scream, but my throat produced nothing. The silence was a living thing, swallowing all sound. Then a new sound. A soft, wet breathing from just behind my head, right next to my ear. I felt the faintest, coldest draft on my neck, as if someone had just exhaled. The boy at the foot of the bed smiled. It was a slow, stretching smile that was too wide for his face. He wasn't looking at me anymore. He was looking just over my shoulder at something behind me on the bed. In the pitch black, I felt the mattress depress slightly right beside my hip, as if something had just knelt on it. The whispering started again, but this time it was from everywhere at once, a chorus of tiny, gleeful voices. "He found us. He's here." My phone buzzed violently on the nightstand, its screen flaring to life, blinding me for a second. When my vision cleared, the boy was gone. The closet door was closed. The sound of the city rushed back in, a siren wailing in the distance, the hum of the fridge. I grabbed my phone, my hands shaking. It was 11:47 p.m., the exact same time it had been when it died. A single notification was on the screen, a text message from an unknown number. It contained a single grainy photo. It was a picture of me, asleep in my bed. The angle was from the foot of the bed, looking towards the headboard. In the photo, the closet door behind me was open. And in the darkness of the open doorway, a crowd of small, pale children were standing, all of them smiling, all of them looking directly at the camera. I am not alone in my apartment. I haven't been for a long time. And the worst part is, I know that the next time my phone dies, they won't just be in the photo.